All right, seatbelts. Seatbelts are on. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Cyclic collective friction is off. Cyclic collective was good, pedals good, throttle was free, collective was good, pedals neutral, rotor brake is disengaged, circuit breakers are all in, carb heat is off and unlatched, mixture is full rich, guard on, no primer, landing lights are off. Avionics are off. Can't really tell. Altimeter set. Governor switch is on. Alright, so we'll prime 3 times?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, first flight of the day, kind of a cold morning, so we'll give it 3 twists.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Roll it into D10.
Okay. We'll verify it's closed.
Okay. Alright. Battery and strobe on. Clear. Clear!
Clear out the left.
Alright. Mission switch.
Secure the cyclic before you start.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright.
Alright, can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine. How do you read me?
Got you loud and clear.
Alright,
Let's
good.
pull a little of the carb heat. We'll get that
Alright, pull
needle
carb heat
out of the yellow.
Alright, so, okay, so I'm waiting for the clutch light to go out. Alright, clutch light's out, so I'm going to roll up to 75%.
Okay.
So we're sort of stay out of the yellow area too much. All right, I'm waiting for the cylinder head temperature to get into the green.
Okay. What can we do in the meantime?
What's that?
What can we do in the meantime?
Check for ATIS.
Sure.
All right, so ATIS. Let's.
Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 9, dew point 5, altimeter 3022. Visual approach runway 28 left in use, landing in the party runways 28. Notice airman. Hayward, EME unmonitored. Beacon out of service until further notice.
uniform.
Hayward Airport information uniform. 1651 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 90. Dew point 5. Altimeter 3022. Visual approach runway 28 left in use. Landing in departing runways 28.
Okay, we're using 28.
Airman. Hayward, EME unmonitored. Beacon out of service until further notice. Use caution for increased bird activity in the immediate vicinity of Hayward airspace. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information from surrounding California and coastal waters available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact U.S. information uniform.
All right. So the tower is 120.2.
It is, yeah.
So I don't have those.
Hayward Airport information uniform.
Oh, okay. So
1651 Zulu. Wind calm.
So you have two radios, and you set yourself to radio 1 to listen to ATIS, so just put yourself back to radio 2.
Okay, so this is 2.
Yeah.
Visual approach on.
Okay, so if I go back to 2, then we're on.
Yeah.
Then we're on the tower.
We should be able to hear him.
This is NorCal. What is this NorCal? No, this is
That's ground.
that's ground. Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and press enter. We'll tell the GPS that we accept its database, and that'll sort itself out. All right, let's take a look at our
Okay, I'm in the
gauges. How are
green.
those doing?
Okay, I'm in the green, so I'm gonna do the mag check.
Okay.
Okay. 1,000, 2, 1,000. It's good. One 1,000, 2, 1,000. It's good. Back to both. All right, carb heat. Carb heat is good. Let's check it. Goes down. All right, that's fine. Just leave it down then.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so spray plug check. So fingernails up
Okay.
and roll down. Good split. Bring it back up to 75. Okay. All right, are we at defrosted? Okay.
Hayward Tower, this is 400 Bravo, 3 miles for Red 2
Okay, so I'm gonna check my. So we're at 12.
Left, clear line.
And
Red 2 left, clear to land, this is 400 Bravo.
it's about 22.3, 22.4 maybe.
Sure.
And then max, let's see, that's add another 9, so 23.3, 23.2. 23.2.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. 22. All right, 23. All right. Okay. So ready to fly. Okay, doors. Okay,
We'll
on the
get the door
pedals.
latched.
Friction's off. All right. So I'm gonna roll up to 80.
Okay.
Let the governor take over. All right, and last, so lights are out. Lights are out. Okay, so last thing I do, fingernails up.
Yep. So raise,
Lift it off the
yeah,
stop.
just raise it about an inch off the ground.
Okay, lift it off the stop.
And then just
And then
very slow roll off
Very
down to
slow
97.
roll down.
Yeah. There we go. So just let the governor take it back. All right, and that's that.
Okay.
So we have lights out, gauges green, have fuel. Carb heat, we'll need some of that. So let's give ourselves full carburetor heat because we know that'll come down
Right.
as we raise collective anyways.
Full carb heat.
All right. I think that we are looking pretty good. And we have
Uniform.
uniform, that's right. All right. Go ahead and pick me up, and we'll get ourselves an air taxi down to Spot Charlie.
Wait, lights out. top of the green. 3 in the green, fuel and car repeat. Looking outside. 2-stage pickup.
That's 27 Bravo right at Delta, cross runway 28 right, and takeoff, 0.4.
Because we'll turn right at Delta for crossing with 28 right and contact ground is now 49 Bravo. So it'll start getting light, so you'll start to feel that movement. Just correct for it as you see it. There you go. Alright, give me just a little bit more up collected to take us farther away from the ground. And we'll take ourselves out here to the edge of the taxiway. Alright, we are ready to go. Do you want to make the radio call or do you want me to make it to get ourselves down to spot Charlie?
I'll try it.
Alright.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 290 Sierra Hotel at Meridian. Request air taxi to spot Charlie.
Helicopter 290 Hotel, Hayward, Tower air taxi to spot Charlie.
Good.
Air taxi spot Charlie, 0 Sierra Hotel. Alright, go ahead and take me
Hover taxi or air taxi?
Air taxi.
So just go over to the Zulu.
Yeah, we're gonna go that direction. We're looking for 40 feet and 40 knots. So we're just about flying there.
Can I just go direct?
Yeah. And just make a normal approach to the spot. Just give yourself some down collective to let yourself down. You're gonna need more down collective. More down collective. Slow yourself down. Keep going down on the collective. Alright, we can overshoot a little bit, that's alright. Go and get the aircraft level here. We'll start making the transition to hover. Don't pull back yet. So we're raising collective there. There you go, I'll ease off you of the controls. Go ahead and make me a pedal turn and we'll head over to spot Charlie.
I need to work on like coming to a stop over the spot.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll start doing some patterns here, and that'll help work on that.
Okay, left turn. Clear right for left pedal turn. And go back to spot Charlie.
Yeah.
Tower 791-934, holding short 28 left at Alpha. Request left 270 departure. This is correction 901-934 here, return make left close, or left 270 departure, main air blow on top speed over the field, runway 2 left, clear takeoff.
Okay,
only 28 left at Alpha,
left
clear for
180?
takeoff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll turn and we'll get ourselves lined up.
Feet, crossing midfield.
Alright, so this first one we'll do normal takeoff, normal landing. We'll do just left closed traffic. So if you would make that radio call for me, let's tell Hayward Tower that we want to make left close traffic for spot Charlie.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 290 Hotel at spot Charlie, requesting left close traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 02 Hotel, Hayward Tower, verify you have uniform.
We have uniform.
Helicopter 02 Hotel, roger, stand by, departing traffic.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
He said stand by for departing traffic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So someone's going to fly over our right shoulder in a couple seconds, and then after that we'll be clear.
Alright. So if I want to turn up the volume a little bit, that's this one?
Yeah.
The intercom volume.
Helicopter 02 Hotel, traffic off your right side, making a left 270 back over at the field. Left closed traffic approved, spot Charlie, quick takeoff, clear land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, 290 Soho Hotel.
Alright, we have traffic in sight.
Traffic in sight.
Alright. We'll get going here, so just...
Do I have to wait for him to...
No. We're clear for takeoff.
If he clears takeoff, then you can go.
Yeah, so the collective stays where it is, and we're just using cyclic to push our way through transverse flow effects, so there you go. We have forward cyclic, a little bit of that right, and... And continue to accelerate. We want to get ourselves to 40 knots. There we go.
Here's 31 Charlie Golf, Hayward at the tower. Up down departure approved. Remain up on 1000 feet, so crossing the highway 92 knots out of the Charlie. Runway 2 at left at Alpha. Clear takeoff.
And keep that
Can you stay over this path or the...
Yeah, stay over this one. Let's keep that collective pulled in, and we'll continue to climb.
1 Charlie Golf, roger, right cross departure approved. Remain east and below 1,500 until passing 3 crosses. Runway 2 at left.
Turn left.
Alright.
Clear left. Turn left.
Right cross departure approved, and above, east, and also the 3 crosses outside Charlie, and
Alright, what altitude are we going to?
We're going to go to 550
Okay.
or 600.
So let's keep ourselves climbing at 60.
Alright.
There we go. Now we'll get a decent climb rate. Alright, we're on downwind, getting ready to turn
Alright,
base.
so lights out, clock of the green, 3 in the green, fuel. Carpeet's pulled already. Verified carpeet pull.
Alright, in that case, let's start making our turn to base and final. We went a little bit high there.
For traffic, make a right turn. Just make a right turn. I think I'll be passing off your left side. Right turn, 934.
Actually, quite.
Here, 1 Charlie Golf, as you turn crossing traffic via ahead. 12 o'clock, about 2 miles, making a right turn.
We got quite a ways down
towards
to go.
Cal State, you can keep them off your right side.
There we go. And as you lower collective, give me right pedal for trim. Alright, there we go. We'll leave collective right here. We won't go any lower than this.
Alright, I'm going to turn left.
Here, 1 Charlie Golf, for the Hayward traffic, you can fly over Lake Chabot.
over Lake Chabot, I can answer 1 Charlie Golf. Traffic inside 31 Charlie Golf.
Charlie Golf, contact northbound approach bay.
May I come back up on the collective?
Yeah, now we're looking pretty
34
good.
traffic will be passing just behind and to your left, and we'll overtake you by about
spot. You see
100
yourself
knots.
getting steeper, so
Contact
you
northbound
need to
approach
push down collective.
today. Copy. Keep
Give me more down collective. You can see that you're going to overfly the spot. Don't track towards it.
Before you can resume on
Give me more
navigation.
down
I'm
collective.
going to have to turn
Slow it down.
turn the radio down a little bit because I can't hear you. Or either
There you
turn the
go.
intercom up.
Alright, so we need to slow ourselves down. No more down collective than that. No more down collective than that. No more.
Oh, no more.
Alright, level the helicopter. Let's keep moving forwards as we descend down. And we're going to pull and push in left pedal. So we saw that we got really steep there towards the end.
Yeah.
And the reason that happened is because we didn't get ourselves in on the approach in a nice straight line. We started flying towards it and gradually descending, but not towards the spot. The spot was here. Instead of going in a straight line, we were descending, but at an angle that we're going to overshoot it. So what we need to do is we need to get more down collective in there so we can maintain that constant angle, tracking continuously towards the spot.
Down collective earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, which you had, then you pulled in a lot more power again. You pulled up to 18 inches, which is almost a cruising power. So that's why we held our altitude. We just kept flying for the most part.
Oh.
So you want, a little bit more down collective, and then you also reduce your airspeed as well. We held about 50 knots for most of the approach. Well, you want to start the approach around 50 knots. You want to start to gradually bring that down as you get closer and closer to the spot, so you don't have to try and get rid of it all at the end. There should be just a kind of like a nice continuous bleed off all the way to the spot.
All right.
All right. Let's head on back to spot Charlie. We will give that another go.
All right.
And then, as far as the takeoff was concerned, the transition through transverse flow effect was pretty good. I would say just give me a little bit more forward cyclic there before we lift up off the ground, so we accelerate up to about 40 knots before we start to rise up.
Okay. You can hear my mic okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Okay. Is there a way to turn the intercom volume up a little bit?
There is. It's already...
Oh, it's already
pretty much up.
pretty
high.
Okay.
Is your headset
I
volume
can hear you better now.
Okay.
Well, my headset volume's all the way up.
Okay.
So.
Alright, here we are.
Oh, okay. Okay, so make a call. So lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green. Fuel, carb heat. Carb heat's already pulled. No, it's not. Okay, I'm pulling the carb.
Okay.
All right. Hayward Tower, helicopter 290, Sierra Hotel at Spot Charlie. Request left, close traffic, Spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, Spot Charlie, clear takeoff, clear to land.
Did you say clear to land too?
Yeah.
Clear takeoff, clear land, Spot Charlie, 290, Sierra Hotel.
Alright.
Okay, so let's try to get 40
so
at like below
you
10
feel
feet.
For it, and then here you need that forward cyclic right now.
Okay, right at
and
ETL.
you're pushing through, so keep putting the nose down. There you go.
Okay, get the airspeed.
Yeah, now we get that 40 knots, and then you just kind of let it gently rock back and climb, and we'll make the turn. There you go. So keep me turning here. We don't want to whack into any trees.
Yeah, that would be bad.
So we need to keep going left. There we go. We'll keep ourselves climbing at 50 knots.
Okay, clear left, turning left.
All right.
Keeping 50 knots. 55, maybe 60 would be good. Keep climbing for 550.
Alright, there's our altitude. So let's give it some forward cyclic, put that nose down.
Get some airspeed.
Cruise.
And then maybe lower the collective a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Tower, Series 191,
Alright.
holding short of 28 right, ready for departure.
Okay, so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb heat, pull,
191 Delta Hayward.
and we're turning left base, so clear left,
Remain east.
turning left base, and I need to descend a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to descend a lot.
Verify you're at your right, holding short. Holding short of 28 right, and the itinerary is Sacramento Executive.
Taking a little bit further left. We want to avoid
over
those
the Moto Park.
Yeah.
Sorry, mobile park.
Here, let's keep the attitude of the helicopter pretty level. We don't want to gain airspeed through here. And here comes, fortunately we want to start slowing down. So our altitude's looking pretty good. Your eyes outside towards the spot. and you're gauging airspeed by your peripheral vision, and you're trying to keep the spot on the same spot on the windscreen, so you can kind of feel yourself getting steeper here. So that means you need to go further down on the collective.
Base 28 right, 0 Hotel Juliet.
There you go. Can you feel it getting steeper?
Yeah, do I want to go steeper or no?
You want to go further down on the collective because you want to keep it at a normal approach angle. So keep reducing airspeed. We'll take ourselves down to about 30 knots. That's good on the airspeed. Go ahead and carry that forwards. And we'll overshoot a little bit. So start raising that collective. Left pedal as we do that. And we'll come to a hover. Alright, so there we go. A little bit better than last time.
Alright.
You gave it a little bit more down collective. We saw we weren't quite as steep when we didn't overshoot quite as much that time, but you still definitely had the same sort of tendency. You were flying above the spot and carrying yourself past it. So what it comes down to is establishing yourself on that approach sooner than holding that all the way in.
Okay.
One of the ways to do that is you can kind of see where the spot is in reference to the bubble. And I bet if you go back and you watch the video, you'll see the spot. It starts somewhere up here, and then it starts to slowly work its way down and down and down until it gets to a really steep angle. So your goal is to try and keep it at about the same angle from everything. And continue to slow yourself down as well. You did better on the airspeed that time. We bled down to about 40 knots, which did help us. And then as we come in, just keep slowing yourself down, slowly more and more and more. We don't want to drop out of forward flight until we're making that transition to the hover.
So it was steep because I needed to come down more collective sooner?
Yeah, and getting rid of airspeed sooner would have helped as well. If you get rid of airspeed sooner, then it gives you more time to fly the approach because you're not moving as fast. So it's more time to descend.
When I turned the base, so when I was on final, I should start slowing down on the final and lowering the collective.
Yeah, we started off in a pretty good spot. Being around 400 feet over Meridian sets us up on, just slightly steeper than normal approach by like 400 feet because it gives us more buffer from the aircraft on the ramp. So we come in over the ramp there, 400 feet, that sets us up pretty nicely. So next time, just make a note of how that spot lines up with everything, or it lines up with the angle on the windscreen. And then try and hold that all the way in.
Oh, so you mean so when we come over Meridian at 400, look at the position.
Yeah.
And then basically from Meridian, we're going to try to do a straight slope down from Meridian at 400 to Spot Charlie.
We want to keep it a nice straight line. So you're continually evaluating and making little adjustments on the collective.
Okay.
So as you see it get steeper or shallower, you want to cancel that out and make it come in in a nice straight, continuous line.
With her 0 Hotel Juliet, sharp
All right. Well, these guys are done. Let's ask for another pattern.
Okay. Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Hotel at Spot Charlie. Left close traffic, Spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, Spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
I can hardly hear that.
Clear for takeoff, clear to land, Spot Charlie, 00 Hotel.
You couldn't hear that
Here,
too.
we'll turn it up a little bit for you.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So it was clear. Lights on top of the crane.
Yeah. You're coming forward and you are pushing your way through transverse flow effect. There you go. So push your way through it, use the pedal to keep us lined up, and continue to put the nose down. I want to accelerate to 40 knots. And then here, let it start to rock back and climb, and we'll make that left-hand turn. Just make that left-hand turn for me. There we go. And let's keep letting it climb here.
We don't...
Let's keep climbing up.
I don't really want to be over that path if I don't really have the height to clear the trees.
Yeah, so we need to let it come back to climb sooner.
Turn a little sooner, I guess. Okay, turning left. Still climbing. Okay, I have 60. So let's keep climbing. Alright, so downwind check, so lights out, top of the green.
Contact ground.
3 in the green, fuel. Car repeat, it's pulled. Still climbing.
Okay, we'll contact ground off the runway 191 Delta Delta.
Zero, Hotel Juliet.
Alright,
Your
so
left wing
altitude.
downwind for the taxiway helicopter. Side 0, Hotel Juliet. Hayward Tower, turn on fire.
I'm gonna turn left.
Okay.
Attention all for departure south.
You turn a little more aggressively. So I don't go over the mobile home park.
Take me over that blue building.
Runway
Yeah,
28
okay.
left, swift takeoff. Left, swift takeoff, right downwind departure.
Trim a little bit.
Alright, so here's a good altitude. We're at 400 feet. Let's
Alright.
just hold on to that for a moment as we make our way
Zero,
over
Hotel
Meridian.
Juliet, traffic departing for arrival. Cessna, runway 28 left, swift option. To the option 28 left, looking for the traffic.
Let's give ourselves a little bit of up collective here. So you can see the spot out there. Just bring yourself in line for a nice final approach. And you can see where that spot is in terms of, elevation on the bubble.
Alright.
So your goal is just to keep it at that constant location as you cruise your way in. There you go. Much better this time.
Traffic's in sight on the upwind 0 Hotel Juliet.
And once we start to get closer, you'll need a little bit extra power because you're going to carry yourself over the spot. So you'll let it slide underneath you once you get close. Give me that up collective. There we go. Oh, easy with those pedals. We were there. All right.
Okay.
So you saw that one went a lot
That was
easier. Once you kind of got yourself established on that nice approach angle, and you held it all the way in, we didn't end up going steep. That time we came in just a little bit shallow. So the solution for that is just to, as you see yourself, if it looks like you're going to be landing before the spot, just bring in a little more collective and carry yourself past it. At some point you will have to let the spot come down the bubble towards the end there, because otherwise then it'll just still be out in front of us.
Okay.
So once you're close, then you'll let it slide underneath you, and you'll come over the spot and then terminate to a hover there.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that one next time. And then on the way out of here, yeah, making the turn a little bit earlier will help, but then also help yourself climb a little bit too. So keep the power, and then you don't have to go any faster than 50 knots. As you start to
Bravo,
climb up
Hayward
and
Tower
get
to
above
left,
the
base
trees.
22 left, report Toll Plaza.
On the which, on the...
So we want to accelerate to 40 knots, but then let the helicopter rock back so we start to climb after that.
On the first turn.
Yeah. Or on takeoff, we
On
want to
takeoff.
climb out of 40 knots. So that time you accelerated 40 knots, but then you kept the cyclic push forward, so instead of climbing, you were just accelerating more and more. So what you want to do is you want to use your power instead to help you climb after you have your airspeed. So that way you're going to get up and above those trees.
Oh, okay. Okay. So in other words, just start the climb at 40.
Yeah.
In other words, don't keep going for airspeed. Just go for climb.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just keep climbing.
Yeah, and you'll see you'll
Hotel Juliet,
accelerate yourself up to about 50 knots. We climb best at 50 knots, but you want to start that rotation at 40.
Okay.
All right. Ready to go?
All right, lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car repeats, pulled still. All right. So.
All right. Ready to go?
Hayward Tower, helicopter 290, CO Hotel, spot Charlie, left close traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 0 Hotel, spot Charlie, clear takeoff, total land.
Clear takeoff, clear lands, 0, total.
The 1 Tower, Cirrus 1 Main 01 Delta, tower ready for departure, holding short on 28 right.
Push through it there.
Cirrus 191 Delta Delta, Hayward tower right across departure approved. Remain east and below 1,500.
There you go, so keep that power in.
Right, clear takeoff.
Now let yourself rock back, start to climb and make the turn.
28 right, remaining right of 3 cross below 1,500.
And keep yourself climbing, so you need that little bit of back cyclic still.
Oh, okay, I see.
There you go.
40 Bravo over the toll plaza.
Cirrus 20 Bravo number 2 following a diameter left base, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Alright, so now we'll just hold about 50 knots on our way up. And we can make our turn at your discretion. And we're going up to 550 feet. Alright, 50 feet to go.
So you want me to go up to like 60 and then we'll just kind of decrease the power setting or what?
Yeah, let's cruise at 60, 65, somewhere in that range.
Alright. So downwind checks, lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel. Carb is pulled.
Alright, looks good.
Let's come down a little on the collective.
20 Bravo, you're number 1.
Okay.
20 Bravo, number 1, 28 left, 40
Alright, so I'm
Bravo.
gonna start my turn here.
Okay.
And this is a full stop for 0 Hotel Juliet. 0 Hotel Juliet to Roger. Continue down to Charlie, right at Charlie. Cross right 28 right and contact ground. Right at Charlie, cross 28 right, contact ground 0 Hotel Juliet.
Alright, we got a little ways down to go. We want to be around 400 feet.
It's in all
As we
aircraft
come
information,
over
Victor,
Meridian.
currently calm, welcome to
Let's
3024.
leave the collective there. We don't want to go any lower. We'll be getting into an auto rotation, but that should do it for us. We can see 400 feet in the altimeter now. So let's just maintain this angle all the way in. And as you come in, continue to slow yourself down. Alright, now the spot should start to come underneath you. So you need a little up collective to carry yourself forwards.
Hayward Tower, this is a 492 San Bravo, holding short 2 at 34 right down departure.
Easy with the pedals.
So it's 4927 Bravo, Hayward Tower, right down departure approved, going to right, clear takeoff. Number 2 at right, clear for takeoff, this is a 492 San Bravo.
Alright, so the approach the first half of the approach that time was good. You set yourself up well and you started to cruise in, right towards the spot. And then kind of where I called it out back there, where you're, I don't know exactly how far out that was, maybe 500 feet, less than that. That's when we start to let that spot start to move underneath us, since we want to go past it. Or not necessarily past, we want to go to the spot.
The Bravo, hold short, runway to
If we hold that constant angle all the way until we're on the ground, and by the time we're on the ground, the spot will still be out there in front of us. But we don't want it to be out there in front of us. We want it to be underneath us.
Right.
So at some point, it has to come underneath us.
Okay.
And that's for us to get to the spot. So once we're getting reasonably close, just give it a little bit of up collective, and you'll carry yourself forwards to let the spot go underneath you, and then you'll lower yourself to the spot. Just maintain a little bit of forward airspeed throughout all of that.
Should I come up on the collective? I mean, to get back to the hover power sooner, or
Yes. Yeah. So you want to anticipate when that's going to happen.
So kind of, I should have done it more gradually. Because
Yeah.
I kind of had to pull a whole bunch there at the end, and then
Yeah, because you
the
were.
tail got all wacko.
Yeah, so you had to pull a whole bunch because you were reacting to it rather than being proactive. You know that as we exit the as we exit ETL, the helicopter is going to lose a lot of performance. So if you start to bring in that collective in anticipation of that happening, if you bring it in too soon and you don't actually lose your airspeed, then you'll just see yourself climb again. But you can see when you feel those vibrations, you're going back through transverse flow effects, going back to the hover. You know that the helicopter is going to want to sink quickly after that if we don't make any corrective actions. So what you want to do as you start to sense that is just gradually bring in that collective. So you're bringing it in early, you're kind of cheating to make that transition smoother, and that will help you out a lot.
So you start pulling the collective like when you feel the shutter.
Yeah.
Then you start bringing it up because you know, okay, I'm coming through transitional lift.
Yeah.
And now I need to bring the power in because I'm coming out. I'm gonna need more power.
Yeah, exactly. And as long as you're feeling the shutter, you won't experience the loss in performance yet. But if you're planning to go below it, then you know that you need to have the collective in to help to compensate for that.
Okay. All right. So in other words, get ready when you feel the shutter. Get ready and then start pulling because you're not going to hold on to the ETL. You're not going to hold on to ETL forever. So
yeah, exactly.
So it's like, okay, it's coming. So start pulling.
Yeah,
when you get toward the end, start pulling.
Yeah, exactly. The whole idea is to anticipate it and to be ahead of the curve.
All right. Okay, lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel.
All right.
Car repeats, good. All right. Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Hotel at spot Charlie, left for close traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, left close traffic approved, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, 00 Hotel.
When you give them the readback, tell them spot Charlie as well.
Spot Charlie, okay.
Yeah, there are many locations that we could take off and land from, but they only want us to do it at one. There you go, so keep pushing through. There's my airspeed, so let the helicopter start to rock back, climb, keep the power in, don't let the collective come down, and you're making your turn.
Turn left.
All right, there's 550.
All right, downwind check, so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car repeat, just pull.
All right, all set for landing, we have our clearance.
All right, so I'm gonna turn left base here. Turn your final. Looking for 400 over Meridian.
Yeah, looks like we'll be just about there. Airspeed looks pretty good. So now we're eyes outside towards that spot, and we're tracking in continuously towards it. So give me a little bit of down collected to initiate that descent. There you go.
Hayward,
slowing me down gradually.
West 2 change. 27 Bravo, you're clear the Delta for requested.
Alright, so let that spot start to move underneath us. Give me a little up collective. Give me a little more up collective. Let that spot slide underneath us and carry us forwards with the cyclic. There you go. Keep us moving forwards. And feel those, so make that transition. So cheat in that collective. Give it left pedal. There you go.
Okay.
Hayward Tower.
Much smoother that time.
That's better, but there's the delay in the collective, so then it kind of bounce up again.
There is, and that has to do with ground effect and how quickly we're moving downwards. If you pull in a little bit more collective sooner, you won't see the helicopter drop like that. You want to maintain a more or less a constant rate of descent all the way down. As long as your rate of descent is, fairly shallow, then as you come in, ground effect will just catch you and it'll hold the helicopter whatever altitude things balance out to. So right now, it's just coming out to about 5 feet. If you're coming in, pretty quickly, you'll feel the helicopter, it'll just go past that equilibrium point. Because momentum will carry it past that, and it'll kind of bounce off ground effect and then come back up.
Oh,
that's what you're experiencing in there.
Okay, so I just gotta get the collective in a little faster.
Yeah, and we want to keep our rate of descent slower towards the end.
Okay, so meaning you're gonna pull some collective anyway.
Yeah.
As we come down, because we're trying to cushion or slow the descent.
Yeah, we're using collective to keep our rate of descent fairly slow, and then ground effect is what's going to actually catch and stop us.
All right. Well, sorry. So I'd be pulling the collective then, like during that shutter.
Yeah,
coming through.
Start pulling it during the shutter.
Okay.
Because as soon as you drop below, that's when you're going to want to see the power already in.
All right. Oh, I see. Because we have to be at hover power when we get out of that shutter, because we're going to be out of ETL.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to be in. Pretty much has to be in when you're through ETL, back into the hover vortex.
Yeah. Yeah, because if it's not, then you see that's when you drop down. Then you have to pull a lot at the bottom to stop yourself.
Okay, because I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, and the other thing on the takeoffs, keep the hover power or keep the power in. On most of them, you've kind of throughout the turn, especially I've noticed, you let the collective drop just a little bit.
Okay.
And that loss of about an inches, but also doesn't allow you to climb as quickly.
Okay.
So I would say just keep the collective where it's at. And then everything else about those, we've mostly tidied that up.
Okay.
Those are looking pretty good.
All right, lights on top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car piece, pull. So let's get stabilized here a little bit. All right. Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Hotel at spot Charlie, left traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, make left close traffic, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, go to land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, spot Charlie, 00 Hotel.
I think you just said clear for takeoff.
What's that?
I think you just said cleared for takeoff.
Oh.
Good. Just keep that power in, don't let it drop, and keep that nose coming forwards for me. There we go. So now we're accelerating. So we're keeping that collective raised, and now let yourself start to rock back and turn and climb. There you go. We'll keep that collective up. There we go.
Is there 2 Fox, frequency change approved? Frequency change is approved. 44902 Fox, see you in a bit.
Lights on top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car P. And...
Alright. I'm just going to double check with tower to make sure we are cleared to land.
All right.
Hayward Tower, Helicopter 00 Hotel, just double checking. Are we cleared to land, spot Charlie?
Helicopter 00 Hotel, affirmative.
Thank you. Alright. My mistake, I guess he did read it to us. Alright, so you can see we're a little bit high right now, but that's alright, we can fix that. So just give me a little bit more down collected. Let's reduce that airspeed. So don't put the nose down, keep the nose coming back. Because if the nose goes down, we go faster. If we go faster, we reach the spot sooner. So let's keep bringing back the airspeed. There we go. Let's leave the collective right around there. Let's not go any lower than that. But you can feel now we've established that nice straight line in.
All right.
In fact, we're going just a little bit past, but that's all right because we can kind of re-establish that normal approach angle once we see it again. There we go. So now give me some up collective. So bring that collective up because we're going to let that spot go underneath us. And we're going to keep the airspeed for now. So keep me cruising forward for now. Alright, now bring in that collective, bring in that left pedal. And we're coming all the way up to hover power. There we go, now we're just letting the helicopter settle downwards. Alright, now that we've stopped moving, we'll leave the collective where it's at and we'll let ground effect do its job. There we go.
Alright.
Alright, so you saw that time. We ended up a little bit steep, but that was alright because we were able to fix that. We just brought back our airspeed to give us more time on the approach. And we gave ourselves some more down collective to let us descend quicker. When we're given down collective like that, typically you don't want to go below more than about 14 inches in the manifold pressure because past that, then we start getting into our auto rotation range. And, we haven't quite gotten there yet. And then on your way in towards the spot, your accuracy is getting better and better every time. But just give it a little bit more up collective. You saw we're coming down before the spot, so once you recognize that happening, bring in the collective to carry yourself forwards because you want to go over the spot. So It's almost going to feel like you can either learn how to do it that way, or another way that I would kind of try is kind of trick yourself into landing on the spot. Over there, where that little segment of concrete, that thin stretch crosses the asphalt in front of us by that blue turtle. Kind of imagine that you're landing on that spot.
Oh, I see.
And then that will help to bring you in over the spot here. And that's kind of it's not a permanent solution, but it can be helpful just to start to learn that sight picture and what it feels like to land on the spot.
Because you're just saying, well, just got to get used to the spot. Eventually is going to come kind of, as you said, kind of lower, below the...
Yeah, at some point it has to go underneath this. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. I just have to get used to what it looks like.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more of those, and then we'll do a max performance steep approach after that.
All right.
But for now, we'll do one more normal approach.
All right, so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb heat. I'm gonna turn up the radio.
Sure.
Looks a little. Tower. Get stabilized here. Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Hotel at spot Charlie. Left close traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 make left close traffic, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, spot Charlie, 2900 Hotel.
There you go. There's that forward cyclic to bring us through that. And keep that collective up. Okay, let ourselves come back and start to climb. There we go. Now let's keep that collective up. There we go. Alright, let's climb around 50 knots for now. And once we make our turn, we can bring ourselves up to around 60. We'll go up to 550 feet for traffic pattern altitude. Right. And we'll level out there.
So lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb heats pulled. Alright. Okay, so clear left, right, and I'm ahead. Turning left. Okay, turn your final.
2555 Tango Juliet, Hayward Tower, yep.
Hayward Tower, Mini 555 Tango Juliet, RNAV 28 left with Victor.
555 Tango Juliet, Hayward Tower, wind calm, runway 28 left, clear land.
Clear land 28 left, Mini 555 Tango Juliet.
Alright, so we're eyes outside towards that spot, and working our way down towards it. You can feel we're getting a little bit steep, so just give me that down collective. There we go. That'll do it right there. And just keep slowing me down. It's about as far down on the collective as we want to go. Alright. So now start bringing up that collective a little bit. And carry yourself forwards and past the spot. So use the cyclic to keep yourself moving forwards, and use collective to keep your altitude moving forwards towards that spot. So there's those shutters, so there comes that transition. So we're pulling collective, left pedal, and transition to hover. There we go. So that very final phase is looking nice and smooth now.
Okay.
That transition from the approach to the hovering, you're doing well with that pulling the collective there. And the only item left in there to correct is just hitting the spot.
Yeah.
So instead of coming in short, as you say, once you get to the end there, you felt yourself, you slowed down, you stopped before you reached it. So keep that airspeed in to let yourself continue forwards and get to the spot.
Okay.
Think of it as like rolling up to a stoplight in your car. You don't want to come up to the stoplight and get on the brakes and then stop, 20 feet shy of the line and then have to roll up again afterwards.
Right.
You want to, if you see that you're going to be stopping too soon, you don't get back on the gas. You just let off the brakes. So like that.
I see.
In a helicopter,
so
you
the
don't
brakes
wanna,
are the cyclic. So.
Yeah, exactly. So the brake is that back cyclic. So if you hear yourself stopping too soon, just let off the back cyclic and just let it come forwards again a little bit, and that will let you carry forwards and reach the spot. And then once you're up there, then you brake again with the cyclic and bring yourself to a stop, nice and easy over the spot. All right, let's do a max performance takeoff followed by a steep approach. So to do that, let's set ourselves down to begin with. All right. Alright, there we go. Do you remember a couple of steps that we do before we do our max performance?
So normally what we would do is we would roll down to 75, do our mag checks,
Okay.
do our maximum power check, and then come up light on the skid, call for clearance, and then we go. So.
Alright.
You want to roll down?
No, as long as you know it, then we'll skip it
Okay.
here. The one other thing to do is to check those skids to make sure that they're clear.
Okay.
So we wouldn't be catching anything if we were off airport. Alright. And I'm going to push the carb heat about halfway down. I know we're going to want it because it's a cold day. We'll leave
Hayward
that a little
Tower,
bit down. It'll help out with our power as well.
Short,
Alright. So go ahead and take me light on the skids.
25 Tango Juliet, stay parking.
APP Jet Center.
25 Tango Juliet, ready to Delta, cross point to your right, contact ground point 4.
Red Delta, cross to your right, ground point 4, 25 Tango Juliet, thanks.
And what's the power that we're going to pull to?
Do you want to do max? This is the max continuous
No, this is 5 minutes.
or max? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be like 23.2 or something like that.
Okay.
Sky needs 79 Whiskey Mike, Hayward Tower, make a left cross on departure, remain at or below 1,000 feet until crossing the shoreline, remain clear of open class Charlie airspace, runway 2 left at Alpha, clear for takeoff.
Left crosswind departure below 1,000 until shoreline, remain clear of Charlie, 28 left, clear for takeoff, 879 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, so we're light on the skids.
Alright, so we're all set there. Cancel any movement with pedals and cycling. And let's make our radio call to ask for left closed traffic spot Charlie.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Sierra Hotel at spot Charlie. Left closed traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, stand by for departing fast traffic.
Alright.
I didn't get that.
He said stand by, but we don't have to say
Oh, okay.
anything in response.
Do you normally just stay light on the skids until you...
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll be
Oh, I
ready to
see.
go in a
See
moment.
traffic. Okay, so I'm going to climb. We're preferring altitude over airspeed, so I'm going to keep it between 30 and 40 knots.
Yeah,
Till we
we're
clear
trying to keep
obstacle.
it, yeah, just over ETL, so right around
Oh,
30
okay.
knots, just a hair under 30 knots is ideal.
Under 30.
Yeah,
Okay.
because 16 to 24 is that range in which ETL occurs. So we don't, no, 30 knots is that nice little buffer, just in case we get a little bit of wind. But
Charlie 9 Whiskey Mike, remain clear of open class Charlie airspace, float advised, contact
Don't have
Oakland
to
Tower
be
127.2.
Remain clear, Oakland, Charlie, 127.2, 879 Whiskey Mike.
Helicopter 00 Hotel, make left close traffic, spot Charlie clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, spot Charlie, 00 Hotel.
Alright, so we're eyes outside, we're going to pull smooth collective. So pull that up, we're going to bring ourselves up out of ground effect, and don't let that nose come down. There we go. So we're pulling to our max 5-minute power right there. And we can feel ourselves in ETL already. So we're just going to hold on to this, we're not going to go any faster. Alright, there we go. So let's say that we've cleared our obstacle. Let's put the nose down, and we'll start accelerating again. Alright,
Okay,
we're
turn
at our pattern altitude already. Let's pull a little carb heat. We'll get that back up so it gets the gauge out of the yellow.
Alright, so lights on top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb heat is full. Come up a little bit on the collective.
Alright.
Alright, and turning left base. And I think I'm going to start descending. Need to descend a little more. I'm going to turn left, final.
Alright.
Wait a minute, no, when you say 400 Meridian, are you meaning 400
I mean,
AGL or for the altimeter?
Altimeter.
Okay.
Yeah. So right around here, this is good. So let's maintain this angle. Let's do a steep approach. Let's bring in the power a little bit.
Okay.
And let it get nice and steep. We'll say we have some obstacle at 200 feet. So right here, let's go ahead and initiate. So give me a little down collective, back cyclic, and that'll set us up for that approach. And we're going to hold on to those vibrations all the way down. So if you feel yourself start to drop below them, just give it a tiny bit forwards, and you're working that collector to keep yourself moving towards the spot. And you can start to bring in collective and slow yourself down here. Bring in that collective. You can feel yourself start to drop once you lose your ETL. There you go.
So that's kind of, you have to anticipate like how long you're going to be in ETL.
Yeah,
because you're holding on, you're kind of going, you're in LTTL. And then I guess at a certain altitude, you have to just say, okay, I got to start pulling collective.
Yeah, or it's based on your airspeed. It all depends on how smoothly you exit ETL. If you do it really quickly, then you see that loss of performance really quick. Whereas if you're moving a little bit slower, then you'll see that as a more gradual change. It won't be quite as sudden. So you want to your actual deceleration. You don't want to get rid of it all at once. It wants to be more of a gradual deceleration.
Oh, okay. So you have to control that with the cyclic.
Yeah.
That's the brake thing.
Yeah. All right. Tell you what. Let's try one more of those. So let's go ahead and set ourselves down, and then we'll talk about the last one. There you go. Nice you set down that time too.
I wasn't looking outside last time. I was kind of looking down.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it for you. So on that last max performance takeoff, the actual pickup was a little bit rough. We saw we came really heavy nose forwards. So that just comes down to getting yourself light on the skids beforehand and really canceling out that movement before you take off. So you're performing that first step of the two-step pickup.
Okay, so you even though we're light on the skids and when we get the clearance, then do the two-stage pickup after that.
Well,
so once you have clearance,
no, getting light on the skids is the first step of the two-stage pickup.
Oh, so correct all that.
Yeah.
So we should be in position. Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. We want to come off the ground flat because we're basically jumping up out of ground effect and then easing our way forwards after that. We don't want to rip it and accelerate forwards because we don't want to move. We want to move as little forwards as possible. After we were up off the ground, then things were good. We were maintaining just a hair above ETL, a nice good airspeed. We kept climbing upward, up and up, and that all looked really good. I was happy with that one. And then, as far as the steep approach is concerned, the entry was good. It just needs that back cyclic down collective to, it feels like you're sitting into the approach. As that nose comes up, you kind of feel yourself set down towards that spot. And then, as you come in, just continue to work the collective. You'll need to make continuous adjustments on there to keep tracking towards the spot. If you don't feel yourself moving the collective, then chances are something's going uncorrected.
Okay.
And then just keep bringing yourself in. Once you start to get closer and closer to the ground, that's when you start to reduce your vertical rate of descent, and then you can reduce your airspeed after that. So you just kind of transition.
Reducing the vertical, so with the collective,
yeah,
you're going to start pulling collective to reduce the vertical, because we got to do the vertical before the airspeed.
Yeah, exactly.
So before we get through ETL, out of ETL, we have to be below 300 feet per minute, so we don't get the vortex ring state. All right, so so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car repeat. We'll assume that we have done our mag checks and everything.
Yeah. And what else are we checking?
We're checking, make sure the skids are not stuck on anything. Check the maximum.
Okay.
Per maximum manifold pressure on the chart. And all right, so we're gonna get light on the skids, and we'll do our 2-stage pickup at just the first stage.
Yeah. So get yourself nice and light, so you can really feel what the helicopter wants to do. And then after that, you'll just punch in a little bit of down collective to set things back down. There you go. So that's nice and light. So you can feel where the controls want to be. And then just a tiny bit of down collective. Just set it back in place. And now as long as the cyclic doesn't move, now you should be coming up pretty flat.
All right.
All right, let's make our call. We'll give it another go around.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Sierra Hotel at spot Charlie, left close traffic, spot Charlie.
Helicopter 0 Sierra Hotel, make left close traffic, or spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, spot Charlie, 2900 Sierra Hotel.
All right, ready to go. So we'll give it that nice smooth pull of collective. There you go. Better on the pickup. Don't let the nose drop, because we're not trying to accelerate. We're trying to go upward. So keep pulling collective. There you go. Now we're just going to ease our way forwards into ETL. And we can feel it right around there. Perfect. So we're just going to hold on to that. All right, let's transition to our forward flight.
Okay, turning left. All right, downwind checks, light up, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, car repeats. Now pull the car repeat. All right, I'm going to turn left here. All right, turning final. Oh, we're doing steep approach?
Yeah, we'll do a steep approach.
Okay,
so we can just maintain 400 feet. And then we'll keep going towards that spot. So let's bring in a little bit of collective here, so we'll maintain 400 feet. And then once we get over this the second half of the taxiway, we'll begin our approach. So go ahead and start the steep approach here. So give me that down collective, back cyclic. Feel yourself sit into that approach. So give me more down collective. There we go, because we want to go towards the spot. If you feel the spot continuing to get steeper and steeper, then we need to get ourselves more and more down. So now we're looking better. Alright, so just keep me moving forwards and start to bring up the collective. Alright, there you go. So keep tracking towards the spot. And now you transition to a hover. So you're just letting the helicopter hover down towards the spot.
I pulled too much collective.
Alright, there you go.
I pulled a little bit too much collective right at the end there.
Yeah, I felt you you bumped up against my hand there.
Oh, okay.
That was what was
They're
blocking.
calling Hayward Tower for
If you had,
transition, safe, hold down.
yeah, if you pull that much collective, you'll feel yourself. You just stop up there. You don't want to
Yeah.
do that. You want to keep tracking towards the spot. Keep moving down towards it.
6510, traffic, possible traffic at your 12 o'clock.
And then as far as takeoff is concerned, that went smoother. The one
transition approved
complaint,
below
the only
1,500
item I had there was just not to let the nose drop on the takeoff, because you don't want to pick up and accelerate.
Yeah.
You want to pick up and then come up as straight as you can.
Alright.
So you want to go just barely into forward flight, just enough to get the performance, but no faster than that. And then for the steep approach, make the entry quicker. You want to get the collective down and the nose back so you really establish yourself coming in forwards. You don't want to watch it develop steeper and steeper and steeper as you very slowly start to enter
278 Hayward Tower, right crosswind departure approved, remain below 1,500
so that'd be my, my
east of 3
critique there.
crosses, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
And then on your way in, yeah, that went pretty well. Once we got really steep, it got a little bit more challenging there. But it worked out okay. You got your airspeed down nice and low. We felt to stay just above the ETL on our way in. And then just working the collective to keep yourself moving towards the spot. And at the very end there, starting to bring in the collective to reduce rate of descent. And then once that was done, you can just bring the cyclic back a little bit to almost come to a high hover. And let the helicopter just settle down onto the spot from there.
Oh, okay. So you can actually, you can be sort of hovering out of ground effect then?
Yeah, yeah.
And, then, and then just bring it, well, you're trying to just kind of coming down. You're sort of...
Yeah, and it's a hover in the sense that you're below ETL.
450 Hayward Tower, hold release.
It's sort of a hovering descent anyway, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
that very last portion.
Because we're not in ETL anymore.
Traffic departing, runway 2 left, making a right crosswind departure is a Cherokee.
Yeah, so that's all there is to it. Let's see, you have any last things you wanted to do today?
No, maybe just, maybe I should practice some pickup and set downs.
Sure. Yeah, we got a little bit of time for that. Alright, let's just eyes outside, keep the helicopter nice and steady, and then just let the collective start to reduce. Let's give a little bit of a bump down, little bits at a time to bring us down towards the ground. There we go, and then all the way down once we're seated.
Alright, 2-stage pickup.
Okay.
Cherokee 278, contact NorCal departure.
Going to NorCal 278.
Galaxy 5 Sierra Echo, continue standing by, expecting release here shortly.
Alright, give me just a little bit more up collective to get us to that 3 to 5 foot skid height. There we go. Alright, nicely done. On the way down on this next one, it kind of feels like you stopped flying the helicopter as soon as you felt one of the skids touch.
Oh, okay.
And the skids, they won't touch all at the same time. Usually it's one of the back corners that'll go first. So you want to continue to fly the helicopter, especially on those pedals. Be ready to correct the heading on the pedals as you let the helicopter come all the way down.
Okay.
So kind of imagine you're continuing to hover the helicopter until the collective is full down.
Okay.
So go ahead and let yourself down here, just bit by bit. And you're just continuing to hover the helicopter and lower it down with the collective. And little bump down, little bump down, just continuing to hover the helicopter, keep giving it little bumps down. And we're going down to let ourselves move downward, so keep giving little bumps down. When you see the helicopter descent stop, that's when it's time to give it a little bit more down collective.
Galaxy 50 Echo, traffic over the
And
full
let
plaza
yourself come down, keep hovering, keep hovering.
100, runway 2 left, full length.
And now you're down, and now you're done flying. So you saw that time we didn't, the nose didn't move at all after we set down. And I think part of that was just because we were going a little bit slower as well, as a smoother set down overall. But continuing to actively control the aircraft all the way down is what really helps out to keep everything nice and stable all the way through.
10, traffic runway 28 left, southeastbound is a
Alright, picking up.
jet.
Alright.
Danger proof.
Hayward Tower, Sugar Line, Ronan Hotel Zulu, inbound University 1.3, Victor.
Galaxy 50 Echo, contact NorCal departure.
Departure 5 seconds. 5 Echo, contact my turbulence, a heavy Indy 11 just passed out of the field about 1 minute ago. Alright, side 5 seconds.
Alright, so fix it with
Left line
pedals.
Hayward Tower
And you
unanswered.
saw that slide, so fix that slide with cycling.
Alright, 911 Hotel Zulu, how's that?
There you go. Nicely done.
Toronto Niner 11 Hotel Juliet, Hayward Tower, that's much better.
That last set down, the last pickup, we're both really
We're
good.
Hotel Zulu and Victor, we're just up out of the canyon here. We got Victor requested to.
Alright, setting down.
Okay.
Toronto 1 Hotel Juliet, Roger, and right base, runway 2 right, clear lane.
Clear land 28 right, request direction and numbers.
Toronto 1 Hotel Juliet, the cruise is collected.
Hotel Zulu, Roger. Verify your call sign is at November 911 Hotel Yankee. 911 Hotel Zulu. 911 Hotel Zulu, thank you.
So you felt that one corner touch.
Yeah.
Back left one. That's all that
Okay,
was.
if I'm moving, should I stop? Should I come back up, or should I just keep going
You're not
down?
moving enough to be worrying about for the most part.
Alright.
So just let yourself come down a little bit quicker, and that will give less time for that movement to
Alright.
develop as well. So keep yourself coming down, keep coming down, continuing down, keep going down. It's going to keep going down, and there you go. Just like that.
Which way is the wind coming from?
I think it was calm last time they checked. The windsock. It looks like it's maybe just a tiny bit coming from our 4 o'clock.
Okay, but that's okay.
Yeah.
4 o'clock's okay. Alright, coming back up.
That's 275, affirmative, number 2, follow experimental short final, change to runway 28 right, runway 28 right, clear lane.
28 right, number 2, clear the lane, 275.
Hotel Zulu, request flight back taxi.
Toronto 1 Hotel Zulu, at the cruise requested, turn left at Charlie and contact on point 4.
Welcome.
Nice.
So 275, your number 1.
Okay.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, your pickups and your set downs are all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, thanks. All right. Anything else we should be doing?
I think that's about it for today.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly just we worked on your approaches were the real key item that we worked on, and yeah, I think you'll find all the critique in the video. We'll debrief once we get back in the classroom as well.
All right.
But other than that, I think we're good for the day. Let's go ahead and pick up, and we'll request an air taxi to Meridian.
All right.
And we'll head on home. Give me that. There you go.
All right.
Nice.
Left pedal turn, so clear right for left pedal turn. Hayward Tower, helicopter 2900 Hotel at spot Charlie, request air taxi to Meridian.
Welcome to 00 Hotel, air taxi direct Meridian to use the lift.
Air taxi via Zulu to Meridian, 00 Hotel.
275, turn right at Echo, contact ground point 4.
Right at Echo.
Push through it. There you go, so we're going 40 and 40, and then we're just going to make a normal approach down afterwards. So just give me a little bit of down collective. That'll help us to avoid climbing while also allowing us to descend. It's going to be more down collective, so we've got to bring ourselves down. Alright, we're making that transition. So you got a lot of collective to pull right here. There we go. Alright. Go and turn me, take me into the ramp. We'll put ourselves on our parking spot.
You going back there or where?
Actually, let's go to the back line here. So we'll go over there and we'll just stick the tail out over the grass.
Am I clear enough from the no movement area?
Yeah, you're good there.
All right, then I'm gonna sit down here.
Yeah.
All right.
So keep flying the helicopter. There you go. So you felt like we started to go back and forth a little bit. So just I think you're chasing with the controls there. I felt the pedals move and the cyclic. I think I was going back and forth a little bit too. So I think that was largely the cause of that, because there isn't much wind. So it's kind of, as you're getting yourself down, just keep things nice and steady, smooth on the controls, and the helicopter will respond smoothly for you.
All right.
All right, so we're set down. So it's our first thing before we friction the controls.
I'm gonna roll down.
Yeah, so let's take this. So let's roll ourselves down to 75. All right.
All right. Don't start the timer, but you just watch the. You just look at the clock.
Yeah, we'll reset it here. So we're gonna go 2 minutes.
All right.
All right. So now everything's down. So let's start getting things frictioned up. And then the one last item that I like to do off the bat, only because it's not on the checklist, is the carburetor heat. Let's push that down.
All right, so I'm waiting for under 300 and 2 minutes. See what happened to the throttle here.
Oh, I hit 80, so it started to roll up.
Oh, okay. On the cool down, you can have it on the lower side, like more like 70.
Yeah, 70, 75.
Yeah. Where do you figure 300 is?
Well, it's about a third of the way down from 350. There's 150 spread there. So
Oh, okay,
you can either
right.
go 2/3 up from 200 or 1/3 down from 350. So we're below it right now. We're just
Okay,
waiting
we're
for
waiting
our
for 2
2
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Hayward Tower, Skyhawk 733, Papa Victor, holding short, straight right crosswind. So 732 Papa Victor, Hayward Tower, right crosswind, departure approved, remain below 1,500 feet, so passing east of 3 crosses, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
1,500 feet, east of 3 crosses, Skyhawk 732 Papa Victor, clear for takeoff, runway 28 right.
So 3 Papa Victor, verify below
All right, there's
1,500.
our 2 minutes.
And below 1,500 for 3 Papa
So
Victor.
I'm going to roll down.
All right. What else are we doing as we roll throttle close?
I'm going to disengage the clutch.
All right. Now what?
I'm going to wait 30 seconds.
Okay. While we're waiting, let's turn off our avionics. That way we're not using the battery to power them after we turn off the alternator. We can leave alternator on for now since the engine's still running.
Oh.
But as soon as the engine goes away, then the alternator
okay.
goes away. All right. There's our 30 seconds.
All right, so mixture on. Pull the mixture.
Okay.
Mixture guard back on. 30 more seconds and we'll...
Here, we'll get this more or less upright. But we do still want to hold
on to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you have this upright, that'll get rid of those
Oh, so
vibrations
that-
as it's
I see
spooling
what you're
down.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, clutch lights out, so go ahead and turn everything off.
Okay.